like you, be strong to hold the powers of the sun. To dream, believe in strength, now I'm the only one, only one. I was an ordinary boy until I broke the rules, my life destroyed, a life destroyed. Until I walk awake, scream my mind, I shout, the ground shakes. How much?
Hello everybody, what is going on? Welcome to the channel. This time I'm riding CFmoto 450 SR. Oh, but this is a model from 2024 which comes equipped with a traction control. Other than that, this is pretty much the same motorcycle. However, I've been told that this bike feels a little bit faster. And let's talk about specifications really fast. So we have 270-degree crankshaft, 449cc engine, 50 horsepower, 39 newtons of torque. We have 320mm single disc from the front, 4-piston Brembo caliper. From behind we have 240mm single disc, and this is 1-piston caliper. Other than that, guys, we have an upside down front suspension. It's non-adjustable, but it feels pretty good. The carb weight of this machine, according to CFmoto, is 168 kilograms, and ergonomic wise this bike is pretty sporty. However, the seat would be pretty approachable for everybody because it's only 795 millimeters. The new feature of this 2024 year model is that we have traction control, but other than that, this is pretty much the same motorcycle. Oh, and one more thing, we have 14-liter tank capacity. And guys, actually looking at this bike from the side, I would tell you that I really like the design. It's very beautiful, and my favorite part of it is that it doesn't copy anybody else, so it's very unique. Alright guys, let's just keep on riding this machine. Let's check acceleration, braking, and so on. So let's go. One cool thing about this motorcycle is that we have pretty long gears. The first gear goes all the way up to 75 or 77 kilometers per hour. The second one goes all the way up to 100 plus. So this motorcycle on paper has to be very good for measuring 0 to 100 kilometers per hour acceleration. But honestly speaking, guys, it's not as fast as I expected it to be. Yesterday when I rode this bike for the first time, I measured acceleration and my best result was 4.9 seconds. I was carrying a backpack, so I was maybe 90 kilograms heavy or something. Honestly, SRK 450 from CFmoto feels a little bit faster than that. Vogue 525, to my humble knowledge, is a little bit faster than that. this is the best selling motorcycle so far in China, and I just tried to find out why. Maybe because of the design. This bike does look incredible and it's unique. It doesn't try to copy anybody. Alright guys, one more time. Ready? Yeah, I can say that I did a bad job here launching the bike. Of course, if I'll get used to the bike, if I'll measure acceleration 100 times, my result will be better. But I did try it out like at least 10 times. I don't know, we'll see. I feel like the average acceleration that the average rider can squeeze out from this bike would be at about 5 seconds, which is alright, which is a good acceleration, but this is not the fastest motorcycle in the class. If you're looking for the best motorcycle, maybe in terms of acceleration, maybe SRK 450 would be a little bit faster. SRK 550 would be faster for sure, but that bike is more powerful, the displacement is different. But guys, money-wise, speaking about your budget, these bikes would be pretty much the same. The price of this machine here in China is 28 with something, like let's say 29,000, which is not super expensive, but given the competition, Vogue 525 would be cheaper, SRK 450 would be cheaper. If you're looking for the best technology, right now we have traction control, so this bike is very good. But again, SRK 450 has traction control as well. Of course, we have ABS. And on top of that, guys, we had power modes, which are actually redundant, but given that the bike is still cheaper than this, why not, right? Dash-wise, of course, this is a beautiful 5-inch TFT dash, but guys, pretty much every single motorcycle here in China has a TFT dash. So right now, it's really hard to surprise me with a TFT dash. Speaking about ergonomics, my dear people, I'll tell you that this bike is pretty sporty. The handlebars are pretty wide, and I like them a lot. I'm not too leaned over, but I definitely feel as if I'm riding something sporty. Now, foot pegs are pretty high, I would say. And when I ride for a long time, let's say an hour, I feel a little bit tired, to be honest. Now, some other machines, let's say SRK 450 from CFmoto, feels a little bit more relaxed. So, if you're looking for a motorcycle for a city, this would not be the most comfortable motorcycle for you. One cool thing about this bike is that we have Brembo caliper from the front, and the braking performance is really good. Let's try to do a stop. You ready? Oh yeah. You know, maybe these brakes are not the best in the class, but once it gets to stoppies, I feel like this Brembo caliper is absolutely awesome for the job. If you're looking for the best brakes, SRK 450 would be better because that bike has dual-sided brakes. Weight-wise, as I've just mentioned, I don't think that this bike is the lightest motorcycle in the class. Even though on paper it should be 168, but I'm telling you, it feels way heavier than that. Don't get me wrong, this bike is still very flickable. When you ride fast, you can do whatever you want. This bike is very maneuverable, and I would say that once you hit the twisties, this bike would be pure pleasure to ride. But any other bike from the same displacement would be the same in terms of maneuverability and pleasure to ride. So, my greatest complaint about CFmoto SR450 is that it doesn't have an outstanding feature over other motorcycles. One can argue that the most outstanding feature of this bike is its 270-degree crankshaft, and probably you are right. But right now in China there are other motorcycles which have the same 270-degree crankshaft. Speaking about the suspension, we have an upside-down front fork from the front. We don't have adjustable front suspension, so if you don't like something about the front suspension, about the front fork, there is nothing you can do about that, unfortunately. And again, there are some motorcycles, like let's say SRK 550. That bike has adjustable suspension, and it costs pretty much the same. This is what I'm saying, guys. Competition in China right now is so stiff, it's really hard to keep up. This SR450, even though this is a Chinese bike, reliability wise, it's pretty much as good as any other Japanese motorcycle. Yeah, this bike can do wheelies, my people. All right, here, let's go. Yeah, guys, this bike in the first gear feels very, very good in terms of wheelies. Yeah, this is not my motorcycle, so I'll not go crazy. But you know what? Actually, the more I ride this bike, the more I like it, and I kind of understand why people want to buy those. Because it's just fun to ride. Maybe it's not the lightest motorcycle in the class. Maybe this is not the most flickable motorcycle in the class. Not the fastest motorcycle in the class. But it does everything well enough. And it's so fun to ride. Alright. I hope I'll not get injured. Alright, one more time. Alright, that's enough. I like to do wheelies on naked bikes, but so far this SR450 felt so good for wheelies. Alright guys, this time I'll try to make it short. Please let me know what you think about this motorcycle in the comment section below. This bike is available across the world, so I think that many of you could have a chance of riding this machine. If you roll this bike, tell me what you think about it in the comment section below. Do you think this bike should have traction control, or you think it's a redundant feature? If you measured 0 to 100 acceleration or 0 to 60 miles per hour acceleration on SR450, tell me what your number was. And yeah, if you like my video, hit the like button, subscribe to my channel as always, and I see you in my next videos, guys. Take care, stay safe, bye everybody.